What up, folks? AJ with Hippie Fertilizing. It's kind of supposed to be a rainy day. This happens a lot. It says 50-65%. Last week, it was like we had a day where it was 95% chance of rain. Guess what happened? A few sprinkles. So far, we've had a few sprinkles. But, and I'm going to tell you, there's like a mixed situation about this. So I've already put some bank sand in my backyard, popped up stones that have been there way too long, dog dug holes, filled all that in, right? So, and as you can see, there's a lot of the stone stuff I pulled up, but I figure, hey, it might really rain. I don't have any irrigation system, so cross our fingers, it's like a good rain, but not too heavy, right? So I'm gonna finish putting the rest of this sand on my lawn over here. I think I'm gonna take the mower one more time, scalp it down, and then, try and like level it off. I do have a few weeds, got a little bit of Bermuda growing, got a little bit of St. Augustine. It's still not fully growing season. When it does get here, I'm gonna use some Fiesta weed killer to knock out the weeds in the front. However, I have some like purple violet stuff growing in my backyard. Once I get a little prettier, I'll show you. Right now it's a hot mess, so I don't want y'all to see that. It's embarrassing. But I do have some wildflowers growing, and quite honestly, if I can get the whole backyard full of wildflowers, I would be completely content with that. But it's a front yard, neighborhood, HOA, don't want to have those issues. So, and I still haven't cut down the dead stuff yet, but I'm waiting another week till we get towards the end of February, because stuff happens quick, right? We're gonna be in springtime and everything will grow like crazy. So I'm not too worried about it. Right now it looks shabby. Actually, my rose bushes up here are quite healthy. And then I have a nice little rose down in here. I think I got, if you see this, one little tiny bloom. Whoop, trying to point and do that is challenging. Anyway, got one little bloom on there. Took some Landscaper's Pride black humus and took that rose bush right there. Check this out. Sat on the side of my house for like 2 weeks, ripped it out, was doing something. Guess it was a little close to my water spigot and it kept getting stuck, so I was like, nope, you're getting 86'd. But had some stuff. I put the black humus down on my flower beds. I really like it, natural color, natural stuff. And said, hey, we're gonna throw some, a couple different fertilizers in here, give it a little juice, see what happens. So here we are. Sorry about the wind. I'll be back. Peace. So take a nice look. About to get scalped a little bit and flattened. Ooh, what up, folks? So I finished the lawn leveling. Quite honestly, let's see. I used like about a half a cubic yard on my own yard. The other half was done in the back with some other parts of projects. Again, it's like a rainy day. I don't want my work to literally run off of other people's lawns, right? But on my own lawn, I'll take the risk. I figure it's worth it because, again, I think I mentioned I don't have irrigation. Excuse my pausing, I'm still trying to get my breath back, because for any of you who have moved around sand and compost, specifically more sand, mason sand, bank sand, even bull rock, stuff like that, it's heavy as hell. So you can probably tell, I got it pretty level, pretty flat. You can see a lot of grass. Quite honestly, my lawn was looking subpar, so putting all this bank sand over it makes the green really, really pop. I'm loving that. And I'm at this crossroads of it's getting watered in, but hopefully it doesn't rain too much to get washed out. So fingers crossed, timing was right, because it like darn near started raining right when I freaking rinsed off my boots. All right, put everything in the trailer, went to go rinse off my boots, and then boom, it starts, coming down. It's not too heavy of a downpour right now. So best of luck. But lawn leveling is definitely a tedious job. It is far more work, labor-wise, back-wise, I always say one back to live, than compost top dressing. So as we will offer it moving forward in the future, it does cost more because guess what? One back to live, player. And we want to do it right because it took me like 4-5 times going over my lawn to get this look right here. So again, fingers crossed, doesn't come down too hard. This area right here has been troublesome. Got green grass, right? Just not thick and lush. And if I haven't said it before, St. Augustine likes to grow in a sandy loam. So I made it sandy. There's already clay under there. There's already that good stuff. So this will give the roots something easy to grow into. It's February 14th. So it's literally the middle of February. It's about 70 something degrees. We are having slightly warmer temperatures, but we're not in growing season yet. So I'm doing this a little prematurely. Man, the more you get into the season, the more it comes down to like, how much are you willing to water? That has been the number one consistent factor I have found in a successful job when they're done right on our end, on the homeowner's end. Will you water that freaking grass? Anyway, I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. I use bank sand for this. What I would do if it's not raining, and I would recommend to all of you something that's super easy, get granular molasses. Yes, it's available, it's out there, it's gonna help add sugars to your soil, speed up the process, right? I'm gonna give you something I've never told anybody, I don't think out loud too much, but there's a product called Has to Grow Lawn. Some of you may be familiar with it, some not. I think it's like a 1208. I'm not really sure. It's lower numbers, has humic acid. I think it has molybdenum. A couple things, micronutrients. Dude, this would be prime time to put Has to Grow Lawn down. Maybe not right now because it's February, but like March, April, May, put that Has to Grow Lawn down on a fresh leveling. Whoosh, really speed it up. Anyway, thank you. I'll be back with more. It's AJ with Hippie Fertilizing.